Okay, folks, thank you for joining me tonight. We are looking over the Dike Trail route. There's some gorgeous foliage off to the side and right up the middle of this trail. We are just previewing some of that foliage now. It's just hidden out in this little pocket out here, but clearly visible for sure from the Dike Trail. We're looking at that today, putting up a map of where we are and a link in the description as well. I'll show you the map right when we get to the kind of the first little trailhead closest to Pond Street. We're looking at Pond Street now, and lots of foliage on the other side of the road, and just underneath us where we are, facing north now towards Framingham. We are looking at that entrance, and like I said, I'll put that map right up when we get to that entrance, and we are just approaching it now. So when you see the entrance, we'll have the overlay of the map, so that will be good. So that little orange circle on the right side of the screen on the trail, that's where we're entering from. And again, I always appreciate your support with the channel. Always appreciate you spreading the word around town. And here we go. We're looking down this trail, and we're coming up over these trees, and we're approaching Beaver Dam Brook here as well, as that comes adjacent to the trail. Lots of history with Beaver Dam Brook. Some of the first colonial settlers came through this way from the east, and this is some of the first things that they saw. It was John Oldham, and they approached this area with the wetland, and a very large beaver dam that they described led them along basically over Pond Street and to Lake Washaycom, where they observed natives, Native Americans. They would have been Nipmuc, and they were doing some fishing, and they left them actually some eel, and they got to the other side of the water, picked up the eel, and they didn't know what to think. The settlers didn't dine on eel necessarily, primarily, so they were a little off-put at first. They didn't know if it was a good omen or a bad one, but just a little bit of history for you right there. But just some breathtaking foliage here, looking over the right corner here behind Byron Road, and the towers you probably see up from Elliott Street looking across. Those are just tucked away behind Pond Street, behind Byron Road there. And this pocket of foliage sits right at the base of these pine trees. So not a bad little contrast there. And we'll just take a little look, and I'll let this roll here. I was pretty shocked to see this morning. It was like this bounty of color, especially where we had just slivers of foliage here and there. It was quite a surprise for sure. Later this month, we'll be taking a look at construction downtown. Later, we'll be looking at Pond Street, but we are waiting for some of that work to resume. Actually, just to finish. It is currently going on right now. I'm sure you've seen that traffic here and there down near that culvert at the end of Pond Street and the Framingham side. Then we'll be making our way towards the peak of fall to Mill Pond Park. Wicked excited for that. We'll see what we get this year. Looks like the foliage is definitely ticking right along. Some of these areas that are abundant in sunshine Probably going to find more foliage there as the trees are surrounded 360 degrees to the horizon by sunlight. And with that being said, cheers, take care, and have a great night.